Members of the Burke family were removed from the Ireland Fund's gala dinner in Washington, D.C. last night after they interrupted the event to protest about the treatment of the teacher Enoch Burke for contempt of court. The event was attended by the Taoiseach, several members of the US Congress and the British Ambassador Peter Mandelson.
4 members of the Burke family, including Enoch Burke's parents Martina and Sean Burke, stood outside the National Building Museum in central Washington as guests arrived for the Ireland Fund's Gala, a black-tie dinner that raised $1 million for the Ireland Fund's community work. The Taoiseach Micheál Martin was the main speaker at the event, which honoured 2 members of the United States House of Representatives, Democrat Brendan Boyle and Republican David Joyce. Martina, Amy and Isaac Burke had gained entry to the venue after the political speeches. They made their presence known during an award acceptance speech by Dan Quinn, the head coach of the NFL football team, the Washington Commanders.
In County Leash, that's awesome. It's like being at an Eagles game.
They were protesting about Enoch Burke's continued jailing for contempt of court. They were quickly surrounded by security staff and Department of Homeland Security police. As they were removed from the event floor, a security guard, Martina Burke and Isaac Burke, fell. Mrs. Burke lost one of her shoes during this incident. All 3 members of the Burke family were swiftly ejected from the building by security staff and were told to remain on the public pavement by police. There they conducted an impromptu press conference about Enoch Burke's incarceration.
At this stage in Ireland, the government and the courts are not separate anymore. No. They're all working together. These should be separate bodies. They're not anymore in Ireland. They're all working together. And when you go into court, the media are sitting there, all working with the courts.
Yeah.
Flat out prostrate before the courts. Absolutely. And telling lies.
Yeah.
Okay, let's forget it.
They ended their media engagement when they discovered that there were no American journalists present. Then they left the scene. Sean Whelan, RTE News, Washington.